what's going on, y'all? Just listening to the radio. I wanted to speak about something real quick. Toxicity for your mind, poison for your mind, because I keep hearing it over and over and over on the radio. Interviewers, reporters, journalists, and politicians, of course, and everyday people as a result. Cynicism, man. Cynicism. There's nothing wrong with being a healthy skeptic. A little healthy skepticism is smart, but you can't be a cynic about everything. You can't always have a negative expectation of everything that is on the table. You can't always expect the worst of negotiations. You can't always expect the worst of people. You can't always express discontent about everything that's happening. Don't be so cynical, man, because researchers have already said that 70% of our thoughts are negative, which would account for why there is so much cynicism. But that makes it more important for you to be mindful and aware of your own thoughts and guard yourself against having that attitude and that outlook about the future, about your future, about taking on risk, about taking advantage of opportunities. Too many times the opportunities are dismissed because of cynicism, and it's sad. But from now on, that will not be you. Like I said, there's a fine line between cynicism and healthy skepticism. Is that the word? Skepticism. But that's all I wanted to talk about, man, because I'm telling you, see, that's the other thing. This is why it's so important to recognize that this is where people are coming from. Listen to the news reports. And I'm talking about I'm not talking about CNN and the Fox News, which, of course, on opposite extremes. I'm talking about people that a lot of people feel are more objective. But if you really listen to the reports, there's a lot of cynicism. You got to remember that when people don't like somebody, you've heard a lot about implicit bias and bias in general. People don't even realize often the tone they have, the little comments they make, the little snarky remarks that they include that are unnecessary and extra and taint the story. But most people overlook it, especially if they have the same mindset, you know. But you have to be careful, because you got to pay attention to how information is presented to you, so that you are able to think critically yourself and have a fair judgment about the information that's presented. So you're not just following behind someone who's trying to lead you. You ever seen a court case, they talk about you leading a witness? Well, if you're unaware of the cynicism of the people who feed you the news, then you're basically being led without realizing it, or shooting them. That's why these idiots driving ridiculously. But anyway, man, just wanted to share that thought with you. That's why, well, that's one of the reasons why it could be beneficial to you to stop watching the news. Because you'll mess around, you got somebody, you'll mess around and think the world is coming to an end, man. You'll think the world, usage of exaggeration to illustrate a point. You'll think disaster is right around the corner. The potential is always there, always was. But you'll think disaster is right around the corner. Down to somebody if you're not careful.